Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Bldr is here, aka Super Divorce, and today, Hello Kitty and friends. Hello Kitty's Dream Cafe.
What?
Builder set, Lego set with this on tap.
That doesn't belong.
Boo! Craven's here and just saying boo already.
That's mean. How rude.
That didn't take long. Already we got the peanut gallery over here. That's what we did last time, in case anyone forgets. This time we get to see Pom Pom Purin.
Puddin' pants.
Puddin' pants. You suck, pal. You suck, buddy. You know something? You suck, pal. You really suck.
Looks like a maggot shape.
Oh, I was just cleaning stuff here. There might be lubricant on the table.
You should provide more details.
No more details than that. Only detail is there might be lube on the table. So I might not want to eat off of it.
That's not appropriate.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying.
Craven wants us to build Bats Maru.
Well, we do have a Bats Maru. We could do that instead.
Not in this set.
Behind you.
Well, we could do this and then get... I put this in the title.
Well, we could do that one next time.
We can do the Bats Maru next time. Why would we give Craven what he wants?
I'm just saying we have it. He probably said that because he thought he would win us over by... You know, we don't
There's
have
a
it on
Bats.
deck.
There's a Bats Maru. He's got Bats Maru's convertible because he thinks he's real hot shit. There's a Pom Pom Purin in this one too. He says because he watches every stream. Oh, this is different, says Sona. Yeah, this is different. This is a Hello Kitty Lego. This is your first Lego stream, isn't it, Sona?
No, I think she... What?
Were you here for the last one? Well, she says this
Not
is...
Hello Kitty. I thought that like a long time ago when we did a Lego stream when Audrey was here.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't believe so.
Maybe that was Mona. Mona sounds instead.
No, this is Sona.
I know.
Well, thanks for coming by. Yep, this is Sona's first Lego stream. It's kind of a...
We used to do them all the time.
It's kind of an institution around here. But I'm going to go ahead and crack open a Steve Weiser. It's Steve Austin's Broken Skull American Lager. That's what I got. And I can still sip it up just like that. Just like we're doing any other stream involving liquids that must be consumed. I will make sure to sip it and sip it loudly and proudly. Though it's tougher to do a long, drawn-out sip because it gets all bubbly and foamy. You know what else I got?
What?
I got some of those just in case.
In case of what?
In case I need one. I realized that when you know how I talked about keeping that pack of Camels around just for occasions. And then when I actually smoked one, I was like, I've had these for way too long. Way too long. It was
5 years.
yeah, super duper stale. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. But I picked up a pack of American Spirits.
Get your smoking habit started.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of being the Beast, and my drummer in one of my bands used to smoke these very American spirits here, and I would smoke them from time to time with him. So it reminds me of good days playing rock and roll out on the road, you know.
Reliving the glory days.
Yeah, reliving the glory days. That's right.
One nail in the coffin at a time.
Yep. Sona said Camel Crush is supreme.
Yeah, I used to always smoke those.
I know.
Back in the day, remember?
Yeah.
I used to make you get them for me.
I used to have those sometimes. Talking about all these cigarettes. I'm like, no, I've never been like, I would never have considered myself a smoker, but I've tried various brands and I did like those. It was fun to crush the little
popping.
The popping bead. You take about half of it down regular and then you can release the flavors. Did those get caught up in the menthol ban?
No, because they're not real menthol.
It's just flavoring.
Yeah. It's like a flavor bead.
Yeah.
The real menthol cigarettes have like fiberglass or something.
Well, they're back now.
Well, probably they took out the fiberglass. They probably didn't need that.
Maybe.
You know how things are.
Yeah. Speaking of what I'm gonna need a blade here. Boo. What are you booing? Are you booing?
Cigarette habit.
Are you booing my
Here,
American
let me hold
spirit?
that. Go get a blade. I also heard some crunching upstairs, so
Crunching.
yeah, like the kids were up to no good.
Sony used to smoke 2 packs a day.
Oh my goodness. Well, good for you for being done. We never were. We just dabbled back in the day. We were like, if we were drinking, we would have some cigarettes or at a show, but it wasn't part of our daily routine. Not for the most part.
All right, I got this. I'm ready now. Sona quit a couple years ago.
That's good. Good for you. That's a tough one to do, I've heard.
Yeah. Glad I never had to go through that.
Well, you might have to. You can get too crazy with these American spirits.
Well, I'm not gonna get too crazy.
They're
It's
just
just-
gone by tomorrow.
No, they won't be. It's just for fun. All right, we got our packs out here. We'll put Bats Maru right here. That'll be bonus, okay? We'll do Bats Maru if we get to it. But we'll start with what was it? What's it called? I don't know what it's called. It's called the Dream Cafe.
Do you want to hear an unrelated funny anecdote that happened today?
Yeah, sure. What's your anecdote?
So, as you know, my coworker Paige picked me up today, and her boyfriend Daniel, who we've met, was in the car.
Yeah.
And I had told her yesterday at work that the other silly book came out, and she's like, "Isn't it gonna get it for you?" And I was like, "Who knows?" I was like, "I just told him about it this morning. He probably will, but you know, whatever." And so I sent her a picture of that book when it came in the mail, and I'm like, "You called it, you know, Nick ordered the book," and she was cracking up at how silly it was. And Daniel was asking what we were talking about, and I told him, and she was talking about it, and I told her how you showed me the map and how there's probably going to be a bunch more books that you told me they were all connected and stuff, and she's like, he seems to know a whole lot about these books, and they both came up with the theory that it's actually you're actually ghostwriting these books.
Hey.
It's all been like a really long con.
It might be.
And you know everything about it.
That might be.
So,
well,
you write the Strawberry Pancake House books. Whatever. Do we need to start over? Oh, wait. No.
What the hell?
There.
Okay, now it's back. I mean, it's weird because on my phone it never dropped off. On my phone, the time is still going from when I first started. It's at 13 minutes now. And it never stopped saying live. So it never fully disconnected. It's not my fault, Craven. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. Why don't you blame, who? Who can we blame? Cincinnati Bell, Alta Fiber, or maybe Verizon. Blame Verizon because I was trying to use my mobile. So now I turn on my Wi-Fi, which usually sucks too. We'll see if this does a better job. You're a sham mockery, bud. Hey, Jorfus. Finally a Lego stream, he says. Yeah, we gotta mix it up some. We never looked here. This is the old Hello Kitty. Hello. Here. The one on the left is the Hello Kitty from the little Karopi Mart. And the one on the right, that's the old one. This is the new one. There's a slight difference, as you can see. The new one has a yellow shirt. So it's a slight variant, you see. Do you see that, Jess? Do you understand the difference?
What?
The new one has a yellow shirt.
Oh, yeah.
The one that came with the Karopi Mart
I'm
is...
not very good at this.
We'll put her back over here. Just like that. There we go. Okay.
Coming, just knocking everything over.
There we are. Are you going to continue building?
Yes, I'm sorry. I have to take care of the matter.
Oh.
It's been taken care of now.
How is everybody tonight? How are you, Jorfus?
I'm gonna build this post.
Hmm?
The post. I'm gonna build the post.
What's post them? Uh-oh.
Why don't you build for a minute? I'll go deal with that. Hey, Sonny.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start trying to build something here. See what I can find. Jorfus is very good, very nice. Very nice to hear. No, no, it's just nice. Is anybody having something, oh, choke on it? No, I'm not gonna choke. I'm gonna take a bite. Here, this is just for Craven. Here you go, buddy. Oh. That's good. Oh. Oh, very tasty. Well, the other dog has some, I'm eating, I was eating a cold slice of pizza pie. That's what I was eating. You're eating some gnocchis? What is that? Gnocchi. Gnocchis? You hope I get giardia. I don't even know what that means. I'm not smart enough. I didn't go to medical school. You have to tell me what that is. I've never heard of that. Let's see, what do I have to do? What's step one, anyhow? It's pasta, giardia, potato-based. No, giardia is what Craven wanted me to get. You're not eating giardia. You're eating gnocchis. That sounds like gnocchi. Is there another way? Can you also spell that N-O or G-N-O-C-H-I? Is it an Italian dish originally? Gnocchi? Because I think I've had that before. Potato-based pasta. 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 Oh, you say it's... Yes. Gnocchi. Okay. Same stuff. Yeah, I like that. That's good stuff. It's got a satisfying type of texture to it. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, let me go ahead. Jess had to go upstairs for a minute, so I have to do this while holding the damn phone. And it's not the best setup, but I'm gonna do what I can. to persevere. You just say it with a nya, 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 with the thingy over the N. The thingamadoodle. But I hope you don't get food poisoning, and I hope that I don't get food poisoning either, because I think that would be very mean. That's a nasty, nasty thing that Carrot Craven is wishing upon not just me, but upon everyone in the stream. That's how I interpret it, is he wants everyone here to get food poisoning, and I think that just, it exemplifies the type of person he is, really. It's what we have to put up with. Though he did come to the rescue, and he got a bot right the hell out of there on Twitch last night. Giardia is an intestinal infection. I've never heard anyone call it that. I think he's just trying to be a hipster. He's trying to be one of those hipster guys who's like, I'm not just going to say food poisoning. I'm going to use the technical name. Like I'm in medical school. I'm going to say something that they don't understand, so they have to ask me about it, and I can show off my exemplary intellect. That's what's going on with Craven tonight. Trying to show up and show out as per usual. But like I said, I was trying to give him a compliment and say he came to the rescue and he got his hammer nice and bloody. He was able to quench that hammer's thirst, that ban hammer, thirsting for ban blood last night over on Twitch. Jorphus is studying medicine and Craven calls me a retard. Well, you know what? You can just, with that attitude, you know, you can just go and fly a kite, pal. That's how I feel. Sorry I don't know all the technical lingo. Sorry I just use plain language, because I use language in a way that it's meant to be used. And what way is that? I use it to express ideas and communicate with people so they understand what I'm saying. Not to show off. Not to show up and show out as you've done this evening. If that's how you want to use language, then that's fine. But that's not what I'm going to do.
Oh, man.
Why'd you say sorry for talking? Don't
Sorry
apologize. Don't apologize. Everyone stop apologizing.
I'm sorry.
It's an apology-free zone.
What happened? Why is everybody apologizing?
Because Carrot was being a dick.
Why were they apologizing for Carrot?
He told me he hopes I get Giardia.
Giardia?
Yeah. It's an intestinal infection.
Mm-hmm.
Or
why does he want you to get that?
Or food poisoning. Stop being sorry.
So why does he want you to get Giardia?
Oh, I didn't see that it was directed at Craven. It was not obvious, Jorphus.
Hello, Mr. Jorphus.
Everyone stop apologizing. No more apologies.
Oh, Jorphus wanted you to get... He said you thought he wanted you to get Giardia.
No. Carrot wanted me to get Giardia.
Okay.
And I said, I don't even know what that is. And then he called me a retard for not knowing. And Jorphus said he knows because he's studying medicine.
What a bright young lad.
And then everyone started apologizing. I said, stop apologizing. These streams are apology-free zones. Here's Pom Pom Purin.
Accept your apology.
Apology! He needs a hat, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I've got something for Carrot, though. I said, Carrot. Here you go, Carrot. It's just for you. There we go. There you go, Carrot. There you go.
Yeah.
How's that?
Why do we all have to suffer because Carrot was bad?
Is that nice and good, Carrot? You know, you can pause this and put on replay and listen back to this as much as you want to. Just for you. It's just for you, buddy. There we go. Oh, and look. A single Funyun. Look. Look at this tiny Funyun. Here you go, Carrot. Luckily for you, that's the only one I've got. But I hope that it ruined your night. Now, hearing me talk and chew is hilarious. Well, maybe I'll do a stream one time where I'm chewing and talking the whole time.
Isn't that
A chewing.
most of your streams?
No, I mean like nonstop. Nonstop chew stream.
How tricky to do.
Not the ASMR you were expecting, but the one you needed, and you didn't even know it.
There.
Jorphus wants a chocolate fudge ASMR
Ew.
to annoy Craven. Should we do that?
No.
Craven? Craven Carrot, how about a chocolate fudge stream? Chocolate fudge ASMR, 12 hours.
No, not 12 hours. Nobody needs that.
12 hours relaxing fudge stream. Chewing, chomping, smacking, splorchling. Yeah, that could be good. Maybe I'll pick a remote location. I'll drive out to Caesar's Creek.
No, not Caesar's Creek.
And extra slurping sounds when drinking beer. I'll drink beer and eat chocolate fudge for 12 hours.
At
Live.
Caesar's Creek? Stop.
Live from
No.
Caesar's Creek.
Don't do that.
Live from the beach. An ASMR picnic of chocolate fudge and beer. 12 hours. ASMR relaxing.
You're never gonna do that.
I will. I could start early. I could start it at like 6 a.m. and go to 6 p.m.
Why? You would get bored and your tummy would hurt.
No, I don't
Yes,
think so.
I think it would. That's a lot of chocolate and beer.
I could do it.
Would you be spitting out all the chocolate?
No.
You're gonna come home weighing like 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Call Dr. Now.
Super big divorce, said Sona. Yeah. If not, then try the Skibbity Sigma Phantom Tax method. I might. Super Skibbity Stream.
What's that? They said, what would that be?
It's whatever you want. They say you can make Skibbity whatever you want.
Oh,
It's like a multi-tool word. You can use it however you like to.
like the F word?
Yeah, you can say what the Skibbity. You can say what the Sigma.
Oh.
Jorphus is going to go eat gnocchi.
Oh, that sounds tasty.
Clogged artery divorce.
After all that sugar. For sure.
What if it was made with all natural honey?
What? That wouldn't make a difference.
Craven said my heart is going to divorce the rest of my body.
Why?
Because of one stream, if I do one 12-hour chocolate fudge beer stream, ASMR, lip smacking, savory stream.
It wouldn't be savory.
Why?
Because you're having chocolate.
The beer's savory.
No, it's not. It's just beer.
Lift assist needed divorce. I might need a lift up after that, though.
Yeah, you totally would.
Not from fat, though. I'd probably be drunk after 12 hours. But the fudge might balance out the
I
alcohol.
don't think the fudge would.
Hello, Mick. We got Mixter here. Mixter said, hello, kitties.
Hello.
Hello.
Got some plants.
You got some plants? What's
I sure
this?
do.
This looks fun. Ice cream flavors? What is that? What do you think of the menu? We've got a few drinks. Is that bone broth? It must be. Actually, I can because I'm Irish.
You can.
So he said I can't call people Mix.
Oh.
I have the pass. Sorry.
I bet you don't really have the pass.
I do have the pass.
No, you just found out you're Irish like yesterday.
Not yesterday, but I'm mostly Irish. That's where the majority of my ancestry is. So I have the pass. I can say Mick. Absolutely, I can, and I'm going to.
Is that a bad thing to say?
Yeah, it's a slur
Well,
against.
just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Sure, it does.
What?
Yeah. Menu snacks. Looks like popcorn and of course I am. Yes, of course I am. The beard isn't red. You don't believe me. It has a reddish hue to it.
Is red. He has a reddish beard.
Yeah, I can't tell. In the
It's
when the sunlight bounces off it,
Yeah,
just
it's
nice.
Like a little orangey red brown.
It does have an orangish
You know,
hue.
it used to be redder when you were younger. And as you've gotten older, it's more brown and gray. You can still see the red in there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of gray. Not too much.
Wow, you've got a lot now. It's like 3 pieces.
3? Is that a lot?
No. I was trying to make myself feel better. Can we just pretend like you have a lot? Can we just call it a lot?
I don't care. I don't mind. I mean, if I had a lot, I would be happy.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think. Where's these damn...
I'm not Italian. I'm Irish. Irish and German. And I've got a bit of Swedish. So I can go to IKEA and I get free meatballs from the cafeteria.
No, you don't.
If I show them my Ancestry.com account. I get, well, not free, but I get a percentage off. I think that's how it works. You want me to point you to the pot of gold, eh? Well, I'm not quite leprechaun status, but, you know, maybe with time and practice, maybe I can learn the ways. Maybe if I go to Ireland, I could do an apprenticeship with a leprechaun. He can teach me how to find the pot of gold.
My brother told me that we are descendants of the Braveheart bad guy when he had beef with.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's Scotland, though, right?
I think so.
I was gonna say we could have been on opposing sides.
Yeah. Craven said I look like a garden gnome.
You?
Yeah.
Why? What made you look like that?
I don't know. I don't see it. I don't have one of those hats. That's the most important thing about the garden gnome, is the hat. The hat has to come down over the eyes, and then you got to be like 12 inches tall. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the resemblance.
You're too tall.
Mixter said, it's kind of like how chocolate labs are black but slightly tinted brown, or really dark brown. Yeah, kind of like that. Stuff like that, you know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot how to count. My goodness. Okay, we're good.
I do the laugh and everything. Do you think that's, I don't know, is it a leprechaun laugh?
It's kind of like a leprechaun for sure. Oh no, everybody gets mad when you do it.
Well.
I made a bouquet.
Hey, good job.
Thanks.
That's an okay bouquet.
Aw, aren't you nice?
So I'm just looking at the menu here, and it seems to be limited items. But they have bone broth you can get. And they've got a few different ice creams. Maybe that's... Do you think that's boba tea?
Where?
Right here. Right there in that cup.
Maybe.
If you found the end of the rainbow, would you rather find gold or a big thing of Lucky Charms?
I hate Lucky Charms, so I would take the gold every time. I thought you were gonna say a whole bunch of boba tea, and I was sitting here like, oh, I'll make this choice.
No, a whole thing of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, I'd burn those.
What if it was never-ending Lucky Charms?
Still.
What if the pot of
That sounds
Lucky
like
Charms just
Yeah, that
refilled
sounds,
every time you took a bowl?
That sounds terrible. It sounds like a horrible nightmare. That is something that I would have a nightmare about. Lucky Charms are trash. You know what I called them?
No.
I've always called them Yucky Charms.
Oh.
Because they're gross.
How clever.
Mm-hmm.
Craven said he'd rather find a button that deletes my channel.
Aw, you know, nobody makes you show up here, sir.
Yeah, you're here of your own free will, pal. You know?
Delete. Delete your own channel, nerd.
Why don't you delete your YouTube account and then you never have to
Yeah.
never have to come over here again. You never have to join the chat because you won't be able to. Because you won't have an account anymore.
How would the little baby feel if we took his wrench away? Hmm?
It's part of
And
his...
we wrenched you.
Oh, yeah. What if you got hit?
Wrench.
How would you like to be hit with the wrench? Huh? He said it's part of his probation that he has to show up here. It's a special deal.
That's ridiculous.
What if the rainbow just doesn't end? What, like it goes into the ground?
I wonder
You
why
dig
there's
all the
this
way
little
down?
divot in this green cube. You see it? It's
Yeah.
on both of them.
I don't know.
It's not featured in the photograph.
Maybe it's just a side
Printing
effect.
error.
Yeah, what if you dig all the way down, you keep following the rainbow, and then it just turns into a big loop, and you find out the rainbow is not a rainbow at all. It's like a big ring. It's a ring. It's a rainbow.
Interesting.
And then once you sort that out, then what would happen? It turns into a piece of hard candy. The whole thing does. Turns into like a giant Jolly Rancher.
Oh.
And then you're tasked with eating it for eternity.
Oh. Do the calories count?
No.
Your teeth might get hurt if it's a Jolly Rancher.
No, it fortifies them over
okay.
time.
But that's all you get to do?
Yeah.
You might get kind of tired.
Why?
You're just always chewing. You ever eat like a dinner for too long and you're like, I'm not even full, but I don't want to be chewing anymore?
Yeah.
Does that happen to you?
Yeah.
Well, that's just a dinner.
But what if once you're done eating the entire rainbow, you turn into the ultimate leprechaun of all time?
Why would you want to be that? What perks do you get?
I don't know. Whatever you think.
What happens when you're the ultimate leprechaun? You're just gonna run around laughing like you do? I don't think I want to do that.
And you're obviously immortal.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, that's part of it.
You can't die. You'd be able to engage in feats of daring do without any
Daring do?
Yeah. Like dangerous stunts. You could ride a motorcycle over the Grand Canyon like Robbie Knievel.
That's so stupid.
And you wouldn't even if you fell down from the top of the sky, you just kind of bounce off and then take off running.
You're gonna make everybody mad and they're gonna leave if you keep laughing.
To engage in more feats of daring do.
I've never heard anybody say that phrase my whole life. I feel like you just made it up.
I did not make up daring do. It's a common turn of phrase that people have been using for many, many years.
A turnip phrase.
A turn of phrase, not a turnip
I
phrase.
think you said turnip. I'm making these windows.
Craven wants you to smack me every time I do the laugh.
I kind of want to.
That would be spousal abuse.
Yeah, I'd get reported.
What are my thoughts on plastic silverware? I don't like it very much because it always snaps and breaks.
What are you doing with it? I don't
What?
think you're using it right.
It's like if you use it for a bowl of cereal, that's fine. You could eat Lucky Charms with it. But if you try to eat like a steak,
Nobody's eating
with a
a steak
plastic-
with plastic forks.
well, he asked what my thoughts on it are, and that's it. It's like anytime you try to use it for something slightly significant in stature, they just break. It'll snap. Like one of the prongs will snap off of the fork. It'll get stuck in your food. Craven only eats with plastic utensils. Well, that tracks.
Even steak.
Even steak, probably.
Especially with steak.
He probably eats a steak with 2 plastic butter knives. Probably stabs one down in it and uses the other one to saw through the. Probably like a.
No
what
fork
kind of-
at all.
No fork. Just a series of plastic steak knives. The metal ones taste gross and ruin the flavor. Why? No, they don't.
You're not licking the fork.
Yeah. What are you doing to the fork?
Yeah, it's not supposed to taste like anything.
You're not supposed to tongue kiss it when you're eating. Mixter said you eat the rainbow, you become the god of colors. Well, that's just another way of saying the ultimate leprechaun of all time. That would be the god of colors.
I have to build some sort of contraption here. Twice.
My favorite silverware utensil.
I like the spork.
That's not silverware.
I thought we were talking about the plastic ones. I'm sorry.
I think we're back on regular silverware.
Fine,
because I didn't
okay.
say.
I'm a little late.
And I've never seen a metal spork before.
They do exist.
But that wouldn't be my favorite anyway. It would be a regular sized fork. Just the regular one. Not the long one. In the sets, they always give you the long fork and then the sort of medium size. And the long ones are always way too long. And I don't like that.
I always give those to you because I thought they were like a man's fork. Now I know that you like the smaller ones. I've been giving you the big ones this whole time.
I mean, I'll use them.
I thought those were your favorite.
If it makes me seem more manly, I don't
No,
want to
it's just-
emasculate myself by using the tiny forks.
No, I like the smaller ones because the long ones are always too long. But I don't want you to think I'm giving you like a child's fork, so I always give you the longer fork.
No.
I'm like, he surely wants this one because he can eat more food faster with it.
We got David Simonson. Scrump this. He said, I double dog dare you.
Oh no, that's not good.
Jess is scrumping over there.
I'm not scrumping. I haven't scrumped all day.
And that's all you've been doing this whole stream. You
Bless
scrumped these all together.
Stop. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to see what's going on here.
Am I Team Mario or Team Luigi? Well,
Spin
it
this.
depends on which game, to be honest, because they're so different all throughout time. They have different capabilities, and it's not one size. It's not a one size fits all answer, really. Mixter is Team Donkey Kong.
I thought it was Milkster this whole time.
No,
Did it used to be Milkster?
that's what I thought. I talked about that.
Oh, I probably didn't hear it. I was either gone or I was playing Hello Kitty.
David is Team Solid Snake. I'm Team Venom Snake. Venom is the best snake. MO.
You guys gonna fight about it?
In my honest opinion, in my honest, humble opinion, it doesn't get any better than Venom. That's peak Metal Gear. I'll hear nothing else about it either. You know, I got these people who are like,
That looks like a face, like a scary teeth face.
Craven said, no, Nick just can't fucking read. Well,
Oh,
Hey.
how nice. Sona's been so friendly to you.
hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's a nice little
It was never
sticker.
Milkster. My brain always read Milkster too, but Mixter makes more sense.
Mixter.
Yeah.
Maybe I read it wrong one time and just kept saying it wrong.
And everybody just, it was like, what do they call that? The effect.
No, it might be a
effect.
Mandela
Yeah,
effect.
Yeah.
Maybe we phased into a different universe, a different timeline.
Could be.
It might have been
Maybe
Milkster.
It used to be, there was a Milkster before.
But
Craven. You don't know what you're talking about, Craven.
what is that? What's that little kitty cat? Is that a cat or a fox? That looks like maybe a fox on Sona's $1.99.
I think foxes have bigger ears, don't they?
Well, I don't know. When you're dealing with cartoons, you can do kind of whatever you want to.
Well,
He said it used to be Mikester way back, but accidentally left out the E one time, but I thought it was cooler without the E, so now it's Mixter. Yeah.
Yeah, we just made that up.
Well,
We all Mandela'd it.
well, that's fine. No problem. You're still welcome here. Mick, Milk, Mike. It's all good.
All right, I got these.
Sona thinks it's a baby fox.
Aw, it's so cute.
I like it. I'd put it on a t-shirt if I could. Jorfus is back.
Where'd he go? I was wondering what happened to him.
He was going to eat his gnocchi.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mandela affect my ass, says Craven. And David's here to ruin this damn stream. Well, he could team up.
Yeah, you and Craven will get along just fine.
Yeah, you and Craven will be just perfect together.
Give you both an stupid ass wrench.
Craven said, "That's my fucking job," in all caps.
Uh-oh, we're gonna see him duke it out. Let's watch him get hardcore.
Yeah.
An epic duel. Take the heat off of you for a while.
Well,
Let them duke it out.
you know, I did have a Mandela effect about Craven.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
Where he was talking about his ass.
Uh-huh.
There was a Mandela effect where I could have sworn at one point he wasn't just a big poopy butt.
Oh.
But that's all he is now.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to think he was nice for some reason, but that never happened.
No.
I also seem to remember this dream-like experience where I drew him a picture of a carrot, but I wouldn't have done that. That
No,
sounds
you
too
wouldn't.
Nice.
You wouldn't have drawn him a picture.
Not for a mean person. I have this button door.
Jorfus is trying to save David from the wrench. No, David's okay. He's fine. Look, I've said you're allowed to come in here. You can try to cause havoc and be a dipshit. That's fine. I don't think that David is a bot, so that's a good first step there. David fears no wrench. Well, that's good. It's good to not live in fear.
Oops, I missed a step. I got you scared with all the shit talking.
Craven had a Mandela effect that I sent him a drawing thanking him for his support. That I did. Not even from you.
Oh, how weird.
That I sent a drawing.
That definitely didn't happen. What are these, like shutters? Why they got this going on? Ooh.
You know what? Speaking of that going back, that's fun. Do those
Is that
open
right?
up?
I guess. Is it,
What?
I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it right.
Why wouldn't you be?
I don't know. Why would they put blue over the doors?
Like that.
Oh, okay.
It's for when, like, you know.
Yeah, when they're closed.
Yeah, or if there's going to be a storm or what have you. Once upon a time, Craven said, I got these cool GameCube games that you should play on your stream sometime. And then you were going to, I recall, going to send me some GameCube games to play. And I don't think that that ever happened. So there's a Mandela effect. If we're talking about old Mandela effect.
Mandela effects has quickly turned into shit talking in the past. Real live events that we're airing our grievances on.
He said, I still have them. Well, send them on over so we can do GameCube week or month.
Look at these cute little sprinkled columns. Aren't they cute?
Yeah, those are cute. David wants to know what kind of shutters are those, Jeps?
They're blue.
They're blue shutters, but what are they for?
For shutting out stuff.
Like what?
Like people that are mean to you.
Oh, yeah. They're to keep the Mandela effect away.
While we're here and we're talking about Mandela effects, why don't you tell everybody about how you've absconded with my identity at Starbucks?
Oh. Well,
You're slowly just taking my identity from me.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Well, you didn't not do it either.
Well, we share an account on the app for Starbucks. And so I order on my phone and I'll pick it up oftentimes. And it says Jesse when I place the order. Because I'm logged in on Jess's account.
Yeah, I made the account and I was like, here, use this when you order so we don't get the awkward tipping exchange every time. It was stupid. And because it saves you money too.
And you told me to use yours because that way you build up the points faster. So this is Jess's idea. It's your plan. And I started doing it. And we go to the same one all the time. But because I'm the one who normally picks it up, I will just go through the drive-thru and I started saying, yeah, I had a mobile order for Jesse because that's the name it's under. And then when I would go through, they would respond with, all right, Jesse, we got that ready for you right now. Pull on up. So they just started assuming that I'm Jesse. And we've gone through together before, and we'll get up at the window and they'll say like, here you go, Jesse. And they hand me the drinks. And I've never corrected them because it's gone on for too long now.
You know the hilarious thing?
What?
Is I go there almost every morning for work by myself with the name Jesse, and nobody ever addresses me as Jesse.
I know
like,
because
hey,
they
how
think
you doing? Thanks, Jesse.
Because they think I'm Jesse.
Oh, that's that Jesse dude's girlfriend.
They think that you're Jesse's girl.
Yeah, using his account.
Da 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 da. You just have that song playing every time you go through. Be like your theme song. Maybe I should legally change my name to Jesse.
You should. And then when I went through with Paige and Daniel and I used the app, they called her Jessie and she stole my identity that day. So that was a different Starbucks though. That was the one down the other side of
Well, her Christian name is Jesse, but
Jesse. No, it's not.
or Jessica, but Jessie's the name she prefers. You don't prefer to be called Jessica.
No, only one person on this planet addresses me as that. And it's hilarious that he is currently with us in this stream right now. I will not out him.
How can this be?
But no, nobody calls me that, and I typically do not answer to that. I think I was supposed to open another bag.
Well, you got plenty of them to choose from. Number 3. We got 5. There's a 3.
What do you think of this lavender color? Do you like that? This one.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Lavender haze.
David said, I am now Jesse and you are Jeps. It's canon.
No, not Jeps.
Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Jesse Bldr is here.
No, stop.
AKA Super Divorce. I'm gonna start doing that.
No.
Should I start doing that in the beginning of all my videos?
Start making me completely obsolete.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jesse Bldr is here, aka Super Divorce, and today, why are some people particular about their names? I don't know. I mean, am I particular about mine? Not really. I go by Nick, Nicholas. You call me Nikki sometimes. Super Divorce, SD, Super.
I just from a young age preferred to be called Jessie. I was a tomboy. I didn't like how girly Jessica sounded. So until I was Yeah, really from a little kid, 5 or 6. Just went from there.
You have called me Dickolas.
Get back in bed.
That's fine. You could do that too. People have called me Dick before. When you're...
That's your alter ego. I'm sleeping. Look, he's mad. Hiding from the bossy mommy.
David's birth name was Racial Slur, but I go by Dave. Well, I was...
Good night-night.
I used racial slur against myself just earlier when people tried to tell me that I was not allowed to, but I said, actually I can, because I come from the land of potatoes and vodka. Not really vodka. I only say vodka because they make it out of potatoes, right? Isn't that the way it works? Don't they make vodka from potatoes?
I think.
They certainly have potatoes in Ireland. And they also have, whatchamacallits, what do you got? Not potatoes, but vodka is made out of potatoes, confirmed, says Jorfus.
You have like a reflective, shiny piece.
Oh, that's neat.
Wonder what they're going to use that for.
Not anymore. Most vodka is grain-based. But you could make vodka out of potatoes if you wanted to. Right? Potatoes are made out of potatoes. Trust me. I don't think that's quite right.
Take.
No, that's horse shit. That's not true at all.
Yeah, potatoes definitely aren't made of potatoes.
Potatoes are made of other things that aren't potatoes, and then you build it all up and it creates a potato. What?
It's just getting really stupid.
The Canadian Irish streamer. Is that what I am? Do I sound Canadian? Do I sound Canadian to you? Do I sound like a Canuck?
Is that bad?
I don't know.
Sounds like a slur. Is that bad to say?
Is Canadian a slur?
No, not Canadian. Where's the other piece?
Vodka is more of a genre of liquor.
That.
But vodka can certainly be made of potatoes. Well, that's all I was going for.
What's happened?
I don't know. Vodka is now made of grains. No, I'm not Canadian. I'm Irish. I can claim Ireland and some Swedish. Sweden. I can I feel right at home when I go to IKEA.
Stop it.
Well, it's true. It's very cozy in there. If I were gonna get trapped in any store, it would be probably good to get trapped in IKEA.
Out of everywhere, you think?
Yeah, because you've got the cafeteria where you could eat, and then you've got all those different little apartments set up, and you could try out different ones, and you could decorate however you want to. You could move stuff in and out, all the furniture, try out different chairs and beds, and it wouldn't be a bad place to get stuck. What are my thoughts as a Canadian about Trudeau stepping down? My thoughts are that...
Look, it's like a little bakery counter. See in there?
Here, put it down some. In the light. Oh, that's neat. That's nice. My thoughts, not to get too political, but since you asked, I guess I hope the people of Canada are going to be nice and good now. I don't know.
Not you sound good.
No, I'm not a recently divorced, depressed millennial streaming from Canada. That's not me. I'm just from right here in the United States.
And you're not divorced. Look at us go. We're right here.
Yeah, I'm not divorced. And I'm not depressed either.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe I come across that way sometimes. Maybe I have a somber and serious personality.
You're more serious than me.
Am
But
I?
like, I think just in delivery, not in real life. I'm I come across as a silly goose, but I take everything way too seriously internally, you know? I think about stuff too much. You're a little bit more carefree.
Yeah.
But our personalities show the opposite, you know? You come across as a little bit more like stoic and serious.
Yeah.
People
But I know how to look. I know how to cut loose, guys. All right.
You didn't even eat your stuffed crust. You
I'm not
clearly
done
don't
with
know
it.
how to cut loose.
I'm holding on
You
to
left
it
the
for a minute.
cheese.
I'm not done with it. Craven said the dude who's replacing Trudeau is full on eat the bugs. Oh, that's not good. They got like a WEF guy. They got a Klaus Schwab shill who's going to be running Canada. That's not good.
What if it was Klaus?
Oh, Sona said that she knows that now, but the first stream she watched gave her a whole false theory.
Aw. It's funny, she had like this whole story built up in her mind.
I was a recently divorced, depressed man streaming from Canada.
Do you remember the fellow that left you a bad review because you weren't a divorced man? Because we run a stream talking about, I think, Jay and Silent Bob something, or Mallrats, and he's like, that was a crap movie, and I came here because I thought you were divorced, and you're not even divorced.
Yeah, fraud.
Yeah, your wife was on the stream.
Fraud stream, just like last night with the fraudulent bone broth. If I had to eat bugs as a Canadian, which bugs would I want to eat? If Klaus Schwab was shoveling bugs into my mouth and I had to eat them, I would say probably mealworms.
Oh, why would you pick those? I would never be able to kiss you again after that. Pick a different bug. Quick, change it.
Well, they say they're
Change
supposed to be
it.
they got good protein
Quick, change
content.
it. You have 30 seconds to correct your answer.
How about some crunchy
Okay,
crickets?
that's fine. That's good.
David said earthworms.
No. Oh no. Here, how about a gummy worm? Those are wholesome and not scary.
Yeah. A little something for. Oh, something for carrot here. Oh, that's good. You gotta try these, carrot. These are good. I think you really like these, too.
Oh, I lost my spout.
Not as bad as the pizza or the Christmas candy.
Yeah, the Christmas candy was pretty bad.
We can only get that once a year. And I think I missed it this past year. So you guys, you got away with murder in 2024.
Well, what you fail to realize is those old ladies get that Christmas candy and they just put the same bowl out every year.
I know.
It's the same like 20-year-old candy. So you just got to get one bag
Mm-hmm.
and just preserve it.
Yeah.
Put it away with Christmas decorations, get it back out every year. Be perfect.
Oh, that was a little better pizza here.
Like a little, yeah, something cute. Oh, it's like a little register. No Hello Kitty register. Here, look. 223 for a strawberry and a coffee.
That's good. That's a good price. That's a good deal on that.
Oh, how does it get so much more disgusting the more you do it? Look, you can, it comes on a swivel. You can tilt it to show people the price of the cupcakes and the treats.
That's
You
good.
don't even care.
I see.
You don't even care.
That is good.
So concerned with pissing off everybody else.
I was trying to share the ASMR.
Ugh. Whatever.
David had a 35-year-old candy root beer barrel that made him trip balls. 35-year-old? What do you think was wrong with it?
Fermented.
Maybe it was laced with something to begin with.
Quaaludes.
Yeah. Laced with Quaaludes. Sona just said that last gulp sounded like it hurt.
Oh man.
A little bit. Got too carried away. Craven said it was probably made of asbestos.
The candy?
The barrel.
Oh.
An asbestos barrel. They probably did have asbestos candy at one point. They made everything else out of it. All the snow in Wizard of Oz. They said that was just crunched and crumbled up asbestos that they blew into the air. Well, it's true.
What? What do you want me to do about it?
They crunched and crumbled it up and then shot it into the sky. And look at this beautiful set we've crafted for you guys. And all the, I bet all the little munchkins ran around in it. Probably affected them more than anyone.
The munchkins.
Yeah. The Lollipop Guild guys.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Okay, these aren't, look, it's a faulty piece. It won't, look.
You're going to have to sort it out. Sona had patients once that turned blue from eating mushrooms they found on a hike. Well, you shouldn't do that unless you know what you're dealing with. Like, you know, my grandpa used to go mushroom hunting, and they would make those morel mushrooms. You ever have those? Fried up, homemade mushrooms from the mushroom hunt. Those guys get competitive about that stuff too. They get really pissed off if people like go into their territory and take mushrooms. They all have their own spots where they go mushroom hunting.
Okay,
It's very competitive.
I'd like to add at this point that this is a faulty piece and I can't get it to close. You see? See how there's like a gap?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, what are you doing?
Well, my fingers are weird. Look. See, you're supposed to attach it like this, but these are in the way.
You're just gonna have to force it.
That's what I've been trying to do. That's what made me break it. Oh, wait. Hold on. There. Okay. I got it.
The mushrooms they ate were the size of hubcaps. Why would you even try that?
Man, what am I doing?
You gotta be
everyone.
a real doofus, I would think, to just eat random mushrooms.
Okay, I made a little Keurig. Am I allowed to say Keurig?
Yeah.
Is that like copyright strike?
No, that's fine. Craven said he remembers the drunken stream.
Which one?
The one where we were at Hannah and Jason's, probably. Slightly drunken.
You were drunk?
You kept telling me to be quiet, and I wasn't even being loud.
You were being so loud.
No,
It was like
not.
echoing their entire apartment.
I was not being loud.
It's the loudest whisper I've ever heard in my life. Hey! Hey, guys! It was like
You were making more noise trying to get me to be quiet than I was just whispering.
No, you were just drunk, so you had no understanding of it. I, on the other hand, was not drunk that day. So.
Jorfa said he remembers that, and you were telling me to go to sleep.
Yes.
I wasn't tired.
Everybody else in the house was asleep, and we were guests at somebody else's home, and I didn't want them to not ever invite us back.
He said I was so loud. Craven said I was so loud that he stopped hating on me for a single stream to tell me to listen to my wife.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't think I was being loud. I don't think I was being loud.
It was like crushing my eardrums.
Well, guess what? They didn't wake up.
Yeah, they're probably up there like,
They never
what the fuck are they doing down there?
Jason would have said something to me afterwards if I was being too rambunctious.
It was ridiculous. I don't remember what you were saying, but it was ridiculous. You said you were like a wizard or something stupid. I can't remember.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. A magician. You said something.
What's the wildest experience with mushrooms? Oh, I'm guessing Jorfus is asking Sona. I wonder if Craven's had any experience with patients and mushrooms, since they're in the same line of work.
I don't know, but I have clients who are paramedics, and when people overdose on heroin and they don't want to get in trouble, they're not supposed to do this because it doesn't actually work, but they will shove ice cubes up each other's butts.
Why?
Because it was like something that was on TV once saying that supposedly like brings you back so that you don't have to get Narcan.
Putting ice cubes up your butt?
Yeah. So I have 2 EMT clients, and they both told me the same thing, that they found people with their pants wet, and they're like, why are their pants wet? And they found out, and that's like a thing that happens. They'll shove ice cubes up each other's butts trying to get them to not overdose.
Sona, you ever heard of that? You ever see that
Maybe
happen?
That's just some Ohio shit, but apparently it's enough that two people from different districts told me the same story.
Craven said he has experienced that, Jess.
Yeah, I know. It's a thing.
That's crazy.
And my first person who told me about it just told me that that's what people do. And my second one said that there was like an episode of like CSI Miami or some kind of whatever popular show where they did that, and it like the word spread, but it's not like a real thing. So there's like, you guys are just being silly. That doesn't actually do anything.
Craven, stop putting ice cubes up your butt. It doesn't work.
Okay, so I made this attached. I got 2 confused.
Sona's never heard of it.
That's good.
She is in New Jersey, though.
Are they more high class out there?
I don't know.
Less ice cubing?
Maybe. Maybe it hasn't made it out there yet.
It's just some Midwest stuff.
Yeah. Weird Midwestern shit.
Yeah.
Weird Canadian stuff.
Yeah.
She said they just OD here.
They just let themselves die.
Yeah. What the hell is going on in the U.S., asked Jorfus. Are they extra crazy on drugs? We have some problems here.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to, like, prescription drugs.
Well, now it's just heroin. But
Well,
that's
it started.
That's where it started.
It started in doctors' offices. The opioid epidemic. People were prescribed opioids much too easily and for far too long and at higher doses than they should have been prescribed. And it basically created a bunch of heroin addicts and people who are now on fentanyl. They're on that fent.
Made a couple people very rich, and a lot of people did.
Yeah. Multiple people like my age that I remember going to school with died.
And now
got caught up in all that shit.
Now even like weed and stuff is laced with fentanyl and all kinds of things. They put it in all sorts of drugs.
Well, I agree. I'm still proud to be in America. I'd rather be here than anywhere else, but...
red, white, and blue.
Huh?
It's red, white, and blue, right? As you said
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Just putting that together.
There you go. Sona said Blue State Fiends. What, out there on the East Coast? In Jersey?
My hair is not even curly anymore. Look,
Just slightly.
that's sad.
You better move on to your next pack.
I am. No,
What's-
I'm not. I'm still on this pack.
Oh, you
I
are?
still have a couple
Oh,
things.
this
I have
stuff.
to do the sign. See, look. I'll
Oh.
be at number 4 in a minute, but I have 1 page left. I have to just
Jess
put this
is
on-
doing what some people call slacking on your pimping.
I literally stopped for like 1 second, and I complained about my hair.
Okay, well,
At least there's no Lego pieces in it, huh?
yeah, at least.
Should be happy for that.
Because real one's this one.
What?
So you're not gonna make it for yourself.
I don't
I
like you
know.
when you do that. This is about to be a stream where you're a middle-aged, divorced, depressed man.
Well,
Chomping like that.
there's nothing wrong with enjoying your food. And
Enjoying it, chomping it. You love to chomp it.
You know, people are really enjoying their food when they take very deep breaths,
Ew, sick.
very heavily through and out their nose, like this.
You know, some poor person is gonna tune into the stream just at this exact moment and then back the F right back out.
Well,
And you'll have lost a follower.
sucks for them. They'll
Does
never
it?
realize what they missed. The pure enjoyment that they missed out on because they wanted to be judgmental of my eating habits. What's up, Justin? My Twitch helper. Justin said even more excuses for bad manners from the super divorce. Backing out from stream. Hey, that's okay. Sona heard copious amounts of boogers. I don't have any boogers going on right now. It's
What
just
is
my.
going on?
I think I'm pretty booger free at the moment, but my nasal passages suck. I think I have a deviated septum. I have a very hard time breathing through my nose. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Should I be like that one guy, Alex Hermalsi? He always wears the strip over his nose.
Yeah.
Should I always wear one of those?
I messed something up.
That's okay. Just redo
You were
it.
yelling at me, but I got scared. But I can't get it apart now.
David says use the booger hook.
Yeah, that's your finger.
Mm-hmm. I don't need to use the booger hook. I don't have any boogers. I'm not lying.
Can you open that off?
If I had boogers, I'd get them and show them to you, but I don't have any.
You do have a hair on your nose.
Well, you can get that. I don't think that's causing nasal blockages. Of who deviated my septum? A kid.
He wouldn't stop doing stupid stuff.
No, you're
Smacking
wrong.
so hard.
There's video footage of it too. No,
There was.
you know,
I saw it myself.
a kid named Alex. What is his name?
Baldwin.
No, not Baldwin. It happened in a Little League game. A line drive right in my schnoz. And it's never been the same.
Do you need your other hand? I can hold the phone for a minute.
What are you trying to do? Open this
That needs
thing?
to. I put it on the wrong nipples.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
You slobbered all over it.
Good. Justin is Craven's favorite chatter.
Is that? I was going to ask you if that was the same Justin that we know.
No, that's a different guy.
This is a new Justin.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh.
Different guy. I can't sue him, but I could sue. It was on America's Funniest Home Videos. Mm-hmm. How's that? And I didn't see it until I was an adult.
Mm-hmm. By happenstance.
By total happenstance.
Nobody even told you they were submitting it for a video for compensation.
Yeah.
Possible compensation.
It was on like the blooper reel where they were showing home videos of like kids and
Isn't this
sports
hilarious?
bloopers. Isn't this funny? Isn't it funny? Look, this kid gets hit in the face with a line drive.
He's
and
never
if they
able
would've-
to breathe again. He probably broke something in your nose.
Well, I went to the hospital afterwards,
did?
and they said my nose wasn't broken.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, but it was like,
They told me my wrist wasn't broken when I broke it, and then
Yeah.
they called me a week later, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oops, it's actually broken."
yeah. So I was on America's Funniest Home Videos. Only they didn't show the aftermath where I was like crawling on the ground and like the grass. I remember looking down, the grass was just like soaked in blood. The grass was just like turning red underneath me because my nose was bleeding so much because I got hit in the face with a goddamn line drive.
It's hilarious.
And it was by the kid was one of the bigger kids like in our grade. So he could smack the ball. And it wasn't like a little dinky. It wasn't like a ground ball popped up and boinked me in the face. It was like,
Time for the welcome sign.
it wasn't good. I don't have it. I don't have it to upload. I saw it on America's Funniest Home Videos when we were out to eat one time.
You were at my work.
I was at Jess's work when she worked at Hooters.
I did not work at Hooters. I worked at a chicken restaurant.
An upscale chicken
An
restaurant.
upscale chicken restaurant. Welcome. A wholesome family environment.
You got hit in the cup by a line drive? Craven did. Well, that still hurts. Those things didn't really, like, in a way, I remember getting hit maybe in football, and it seemed worse. The fact that I was wearing a cup, like, made it worse in a way.
Well, you don't know what the alternative would have felt like.
Well, I had that happen too one time.
Look
And
at
what?
you.
And the guy, I think it was in 9th grade, and yeah, I got crushed in the nads. and I was down on the ground writhing in pain. And when I finally came to, and kind of hobbled off the field, this other kid's dad walked over, and he was like, "Hey, let me talk to you." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You ever want to stick your dick in one of those warm, wet things?" And I was like, just kind of like,
How old were you?
like 9th grade.
Oh.
He's like, "You better wear your fucking cup next time." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." I didn't have it with me or whatever. Took my shit home to wash it and didn't have it. So that was the day that I got drilled.
That's how it happens.
And that was the pep talk I got afterwards. That was my reprimanding.
Well, good thing you went on to be able to produce children.
Good thing. I didn't do it again. I kept my cup on even though they suck.
It's funny that all the years that and all the hours that I spent of my life on a ball field that I never got hit in the face.
Sona said Hooters is going out of business, and Jorfus said good that establishment was a bad influence for passing kids. Hey, we always thought Hooters was badasses, as a kid.
We took Lazarus there a few times.
I mean, it's not like going to a strip club.
No,
you're not
more at the beach.
Yeah, you can see just as much at the beach or at the swimming pool.
More at the beach.
Yeah, more.
More at the beach.
More at the beach, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just skimpy. It's skimpy clothing.
It's not, and it's funny because it's kind of skimpy, but it's not the most flattering outfit. Like the shirts are white and they're always covered in buffalo sauce.
Jorfus said it's a stripper club, but daytime.
Aww.
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't put it on the level of strip clubs. Not at all. I think the outfits at Twin Peaks are more revealing.
Yeah, they're very. I couldn't believe the first time I went in there. I'm like, whoa, they are allowed to get away with way more than we were ever. Not that I want to do, but they're really strict at Hooters about your appearance and what you could and couldn't do. And that place, you just had girls in their bras. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I know. I got to get my charger.
Do you want me to hold this?
Yes. Be right back.
Well, the nice thing is when you go to Hooters, you can do both. You can eat meat and look at meat. Let's see. I have to build these chairs. This is going to be tricky. Jorfus says he wants to eat meat, not see that kind of meat. I said you could do both.
Yeah.
You could do both at the same time.
I was going to say, why not both, man? What the heck?
Hurry up.
I'm trying to.
It could be because his phone is about to die. It might be causing some quality issues. He's grabbing his charger right now. We did not prepare properly. Apparently. The stream is laggy. Evidently. Are they still playing Left 4 Dead up there?
Yeah.
Is that what they're yelling about?
I think so.
Two times? How am I supposed to do that 2 times?
2 times.
Yeah, it says 2 times. Audio is deep fried.
Audio is deep fried? Maybe it'll get better right now. Let me see. I've just plugged in. Battery was getting pretty low. That's why I decided to plug in. Let's see if that helps.
Everybody's being silly.
Did you tell Jacob Justin what we're building? Justin Jacob.
No, not yet. The stream was messing up, so I didn't want to say a bunch of stuff and have it get weird.
We're building this.
David asked why we were not doing Lego, why the fake Lego.
Because they don't make real Hello Kitty Legos. So we got to settle for what we got here. Hello Kitty's Dream Cafe with Pom Pom Purin, with Cinnamoroll, and with
Cinnamoroll.
Hello Kitty.
To build him?
Yeah, right there. I see him.
Oh, he's so
There's
sweet.
Cinnamoroll. Justin said it's so cute he wants to vomit.
I know. Dale gets so pissed every time I bring Hello Kitty stuff to work.
Why? He doesn't like it?
He's like, when he brought that movie for you, he's like, oh, I found Nick's movie that he gave me, so I put it in your ridiculous, stupid purse that you have sitting down there. Okay. My squishmallow. Okay, this said I need to build this twice.
Build what?
These chairs, but I only see 2 of these and 2 of these.
This is a fraudulent window. Look, I hate windows like this in real life, where there's a window and then a wall.
I did the same thing. Yeah, I'll ski.
There should always, what? Jess, what'd you do?
I don't think I did anything. I'm missing pieces.
Do you
wouldn't
need the
happen
next
with
bag?
I don't believe so.
Were you supposed to open 5?
No, just number 4.
Yeah, what a nice view, the wall. Till the sweat drops down the bowl.
There's that. What the hell?
That reminds me of an old joke I heard once.
Whatever, I'm just gonna make it.
What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
No, don't. You've told this on the stream before, and it did not go well the first time.
Why?
Don't tell that one.
What?
It's a dirty. She gags. Okay, everybody. She gags.
What?
Please don't make the sound. It's not
What?
a good joke.
It's a great joke.
It's a horrible joke.
People were just talking about balls,
It was really uncomfortable the last time you told it, so let's just not tell that one again.
and you're the one who told it now, not me.
Yeah. At least I could spare everybody the awkward silence after you tried to tell the punchline.
There was no awkward silence.
There super was last time.
No. That's when you let the room breathe, so
No.
everyone can keel over laughing
They can cry.
at the unexpected punchline.
Wish they hadn't heard it.
Why are the balls balling? Because the balls harden.
Hmm?
Oh, like James Harden.
Turns out I only needed 2 of those in the first place.
2 of what?
The pieces I thought I was missing, but I didn't really need all that, so. User error. Okay, here's the Hello Kitty chair bow. Right there.
I guess I'll get another one of these. Crack open an old Steve Weiser.
Not really scary when you did that.
Yeah.
It's incredible that you can do a voice like that and you can also do the leprechaun laugh on the same day.
That's the magic. Look at that. We got a nice foam going. They call that head in the business. What?
Nothing.
It's true.
I know.
Stop having a dirty mind
I'm not.
and looking over like I did something wrong.
Well, you're always doing wrong things.
Remember when they had that song
No.
and it was just getting some head? That was the whole song.
Yes.
That was inappropriate.
Was it?
I can't believe they let that get on the radio.
Probably you. You probably approved it.
What, like I'm some kind of degenerate? Some sort of pervert?
Yeah. You did go to Hooters all the time.
Yeah, well.
You're a pervert. I make the flour, whatever this is.
Can I can? Can you can a can? I can a can. Can you can a can?
Nope.
What?
I just remembered my sourdough. I need to check on it.
Yeah, she did call me a perv. She thinks I'm like Master Roshi. SD the perv. SD the pervert. Is that me? The degenerate?
Yep. It's looking that way. If the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits. You know who else wore a shoe?
Yes, we all know. Very funny.
What? Cinderella.
I know.
You know who didn't wear a shoe? Snow White. Craven said Snow White had a glint of a phallic object in her eye. Yes. Impossible to not notice that when you see it.
Maybe it was just like an eggplant. Maybe she was dreaming of eggplant.
I dream of eggplant.
Yeah, some people do.
Kind of like I dream of genie, but it's a sexy version.
No, it's just eggplant.
Well, we all know what eggplant means these days. We all know what that means. You got to put the eggplant emoji and then the squirting water emoji after it. We all know. We've seen it.
Oops.
Especially people like you who read all these smut books.
I've never read any of them. You just keep trying to buy them for me.
Sweet Little Pancake House. And it's actually a book of naughty misgivings and misadventures of little strumpets.
No,
hometown Hallmark strumpets.
Look what I did.
It's looking nice. I like it. That's the view you'd have if you were about the size of an Animal Crossing person.
I think you're a hometown strumpet, by the way. I just hope you know that.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Sona said the tea has been served.
About what? Which thing?
Probably about you being a...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nick keeps buying me these books that I thought were like wholesome little...
I keep buying them because you keep talking about them. Why did I buy the one yesterday? Because I saw it or because you sent me a link to it?
Because it's hilarious.
Ah, now the truth comes out.
I said,
oh please
no.
Don't buy me this book. Whatever you do. This new smut book is coming out. Please don't buy it for me.
No, stop. I don't read smut. I don't.
Yeah. Well. Deny.
I cannot believe you. You bought them for me, and now you're trying to make me look like a silly goose.
It's called the strawberry, what is it? The Strawberry Pancake House?
Something like that. It looks like a cute little bakery story. But it's not. It's filled with dirty, dirty things that I refuse to read, but Nick keeps buying them for me.
I saw one of the reviews on the back, I think, or on the inside, said like, something like, you know, reads like a fantastic Hallmark movie with a spicy side or something like that.
It looks like a Hallmark. It reminds me of the little Woodsies packages. That's why it looks like wholesome and sweet. And not filled with porn.
Yeah.
It does not look like it should be filled with porn.
And again, that's why you...
No, that is not why I...
That's why you requested that
Stop! Absolutely not.
Check out this link to this book that just came out.
I was on Amazon and it like recommended it to me, and I
wonder why.
Because you keep buying them for me, and I couldn't believe that there was already another one out when you just bought the previous ones. I thought that was insane.
David said it could be the New York Times bestseller.
No, it can't be anything. It can sit on my nightstand and collect dust.
50 Shades of Strawberry.
No.
They say this lady is like the big tribal chief of smut now.
I bet it's awful. It looks like it'd be awful.
Well, you're gonna have to read it and find out.
I don't want to.
They got all the interconnecting stories, and it's like its own cinematic universe. You got the whole town you have to find out about now.
It like showed a picture of her. The lady who writes the books.
Did it? How does she look? No?
Like somebody if I was in a room with her and she started talking about sex, I would be really uncomfortable.
Well, sometimes those are the ones you got to watch out for.
It always is. It's always the ones that you least suspect.
I bet she has a good time.
Whatever.
Well,
it's like the Black Mamba lady.
Yeah.
Getting down, man.
You know. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. The
Jorphus.
lady looks like she would eat chicken without any seasoning on it, if that.
Oh, well, maybe she does. That could be to hide the spicy...
Stop! Her life is spicy enough, she doesn't need spicy chicken.
Yeah. Sona can't judge because she reads splatterpunk.
I don't know what that is. Is that sexy?
Is there any sex in splatterpunk?
I'm not judging people if they like sexy books. It's just not my go-to.
Yet.
I guess we'll find out. Maybe I'll really just become obsessed with the Pancake House book and the Christmas Tree Farm. Here we are advertising. Now everybody's gonna go pick themselves up a copy.
Well, they look like nice books. That's why I bought them for you in the first place.
I know, it looks like something you'd buy like a teenager. It does not look like a grown-up.
Sona said it is super gory and taboo.
Oh.
Well, so there might be some sex appeal thrown in there somewhere amidst the
like
gore.
That's like an R-rated movie, though. Nothing weird about that.
Jorphus said Blood Meridian. That's Cormac McCarthy, guy who wrote The Road.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've heard of that.
I started reading that like 2 times.
What, The Road?
No. The Road I finished very quickly. Blood Meridian, I've not been able to.
Because I've seen it here.
Blood Meridian, I started reading like twice now, and I just haven't been able to. I haven't been able to like hit that point where I'm pulled along by whatever's happening in the book. It's kind of an odd read to get started, and I know people like it. I've heard it's brutal. I know that much. But it's not as immediately gripping from my experience as The Road is. David said he'd butter some flapjacks right now.
No. I don't even know what to make of that. I don't want to know what that's for.
Sona said I just finished Exquisite Corpse.
God bless.
Exquisite Corpse. Was it exquisite? Was there an exquisite corpse in it?
No, stirs.
I've never heard of it. Jorphus said he knows how brutal that book is, and he asked if Sona is okay. I like horror too. I just don't read a lot of horror. I prefer mostly to read non-fiction. I'm reading historical fiction right now.
That is usually my mode as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually read fiction books. I read one, my first one in a long time.
That Stephen King one?
Yeah. Well, you gave me a Fear Street book. I read that today.
Yeah.
And then I read that Stephen King book, which, I don't know, took me a couple weeks. And then I started playing Hello Kitty, so now my nighttime, instead of my wind down being books, which it should be, it's been Hello Kitty, Island Adventure, which makes me stay up too late because I have to give everybody their stupid presents. It takes me all night long.
Well.
I need to quit doing it and just save it for the weekends because I bought myself a lot of books and I've started a couple of them, but I haven't been reading them.
Well, you should.
And then you bought me all these silly books and keep guilt tripping me that I'm not reading them.
Jorphus said that Exquisite Corpse is about treating humans as animals by eating them.
Oh.
You should check out this game I played several years ago. That's looking great. It was called Fleshport. That game was wild. It's not a very good playthrough, I'll admit it, because I didn't do like any editing. There's a lot of shit that I could have cut out. But I think it was before I really did any editing on my playthroughs. I would just record shit. There's Cinema Roll.
Swooping in to stalk you.
But Fleshport, that story was wild and really unsettling. Should read. Why force yourself? Better to just read when and if something interests you, says Justin. Well, I mean, yeah, you should if you're into it.
Is he saying that to me?
I think so.
No, because I like reading before bed. It's the only time I really get to read. And I do enjoy reading very much, which is why I said I should be reading, because it's something that I value. But it's tough to fit it in. I sometimes will do...
That's what she said.
I do a lot of audiobooks because it's an easier way for me to digest the material, because I can do it while I'm working. Don't say anything gross because I said that. But I've kind of made a goal to myself to read more physical books with my eyeballs this year. Because I read a lot of books in the audio version last year. And I'm trying to do a little bit better about physically reading, because that's important too.
Yeah. Jorfa said, "Ha, got her. Ha."
Always getting me.
Craven said I could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. And then he also said I could I think he said I could suck the chrome off a hubcap.
Why? Why did he say that?
Because he's making...
You can suck?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Not him personally?
No, he's talking about me.
Oh, I thought he was bragging that he could do those things.
He probably can.
Yeah.
So he's probably projecting. Ghoulies here.
Hello.
He's back from prom.
Oh, prom! Wow. Shouldn't
March
you be
prom.
doing something else right now?
Was there no after party? Checking out 6 in the morning? No after party.
Did we ever go to my prom?
Yes, we did. We didn't go to mine.
Homecoming. Oh, we did go to my... Yeah, we went to my prom with Lauren. That's right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
When's the next Overwar stream? I don't know. We hadn't talked about, or we very lightly discussed what we're going to play on Monday, but we've not figured it out yet.
What are you going to play on Monday?
I don't know yet. Ghoulie did not have a date to prom.
Aw, that's okay.
And
Did you dance with any cute girls while you were there?
And he did not have an after party, but I hope, hopefully you...
This is the after party.
This is Ghoulie's after party. Prom after party stream. He wore charcoal gray pants and blazer, white shirt and red tie.
That sounds very fancy.
Sounds dapper. He didn't dance with anyone, but he really wanted to.
Aw. He's like Ducky.
So is it like Napoleon Dynamite if he wouldn't have danced with what's her face at the end? Let's all dance for a while. Heaven can wait to smile. Sitting on the tantrum. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not?
You almost made that indistinguishable.
Don't you remember when the race was won? The sound is staring at the sun.
Is that even the words?
No.
No.
I probably got 5% of the words right. I know he says, are you going to drop the bomb or not?
Oh.
Not the sad song. Forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever?
Forever.
And never.
Everyone's gonna hate us and never come back.
Ghoulie, why don't you call the girl that you wanted to dance with and ask her to come over and I'll sing Forever Young.
While we watch us play Legos.
I think that would seal the deal.
That'd be really good.
Oh no, they played Time After Time.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one though.
It's like Romeo and Michelle. I think they played that in that movie.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That is a good one too. Some good Cyndi Lauper.
Look at all the little cinema roll trim.
Did you guys know that Cyndi Lauper did the Pee-wee's Playhouse theme song? Jorfa said they should have played Careless Whisper. They could have done a double feature. Sona's telling Ghoulie to get the boom box outside the window.
Yeah.
Get the Peter Gabriel going.
Yeah.
Isn't that was that Peter Gabriel?
Yeah, it was. And Lloyd Dobler.
Yeah.
You know, we need to rebuy that movie because I lent it to an asshole.
Oh.
We'll never see it again.
Yeah, we need to have Say Anything on tap. I need to get... I think they're doing a 4K release of Career Opportunities, too.
Oh.
Coming soon.
That'll be good.
Gotta have that on physical edition.
So we can have boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, look at all these pieces.
Oh, that's fancy. But this is it, though.
Yeah, we're at the very end.
Right down to the nitty-gritty.
What song is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Every time Sony hears double feature, she thinks of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Well, we're going to be done soon, but if anyone wants to stick around, Mr. Craven Carrot had requested we build Bats Maru's convertible.
The only thing is Emerson asked me to save at least one set because he wanted to build one with me.
Well,
so either
we can save that other one.
He gets to help, or we save one.
We can save the one back there.
Which one is that?
The other one is
My Melody.
My Melody Bow Vending Machine. Yeah, we'll crack open Bats Maru's convertible in a second.
We have to take a vote on if people want to see it.
Well, yeah.
Does anybody care?
Yeah, Sona and Ghoulie said, yeah, come on, man, I just got in.
Okay. That's what she said.
Ha! Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Craven said, build Bats Maru now.
Oh.
Be
Only
patient.
Talk like Bats Maru for the rest of the stream. Like if they're on the Hello Kitty stream.
The Wesley Willis.
Yeah.
Did anyone go and look up Wesley Willis after the last stream when I was talking about Bats Maru? Won't you please build my convertible now? I want you to build it. I need to drive down to the grocery store. There are lots of drinks that I want. There was a man. There was a kitty cat. I want to go to the store. That's like how his songs go. He does stuff like that.
Interesting.
Pom Pom Purin, Bats Maru. We're going to the Hello Kitty and Friends. We already built that. That's the one we're gonna save. Is the bow tie thing? Yeah, rock and roll McDonald's guy. Justin knows. David knows. They both said rock and roll McDonald's.
I don't know about any rock and roll.
Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock over London. Rock on Chicago. Goose Island. The Chicago's Fire Brewery.
What are you singing? That is not real.
Yeah, it is.
How do you know? How
It's
does
Wesley
Lazarus-
Willis.
How do you know about rock and roll McDonald's?
He showed me.
Oh. What are you doing? Were you listening to the stream and you decided you'd come and chime in?
No, I heard you talking about rock and roll McDonald's and I got excited.
What are you guys doing up there?
Dead.
Still? Dang, you guys are crazy.
No,
You having fun?
We're not crazy, we're smashing
Is Emerson doing pretty
Birdman kicked my ass. That's another good one. But when I was playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I was making Batsmaru talk like Wesley Willis. That's just the voice that came to me when I started doing his voice. It seemed like a natural fit. I don't know why. He just, he seemed like the Wesley Willis spirit animal.
Look here.
What?
I've got this piece.
Yeah.
This says, it looks like you're supposed to, where do you put it? It looks like that dot and that dot, but then you look ahead and it's over here.
Mm-hmm.
So where does it go?
I don't know. You jammed out and danced so hard, says Ghoulie. But with no one?
What?
You did all this dancing and maneuvering, and not a single lady came up and said, "Hey, nice moves, bud. Hey, pal. I'm impressed by your maneuvers. Care to share the dance floor with me?" Nothing like that happened. No dancing slowly with a girl. Nope. That's a son of a bitch. I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, there was probably some... I bet there were multiple ladies there who were looking over and they're like, I wish Ghoulie would come up and ask me to dance. And they were waiting for you to do it and you never came by. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
It does not work with the Xbox.
And now you're going to have to go on Craigslist Missed Connections and write a post.
I don't know where this goes still.
Or maybe you should check it. Maybe you should check Craigslist Missed Connections and see if anyone from your prom had been pining for you all night and said, if you were wearing the gray and the, what'd you say, gray and white and red. When the Cyndi Lauper came on, I really wanted you to come over and take my hand and whisk me away to the dance floor, and you didn't. And if you read this, please drop me a line, and maybe we can dance to the Napoleon Dynamite song sometime. Maybe Super Divorce will cover it for us, and we can dance the night away. I'll even play it 5 times.
Why 5?
Because it ends too quickly, and you want it to keep going on. That's an idea, Justin. He said, don't need a prom to slow dance. Ask the girl with your own boombox blasting in the background. That's kind of what Sona said. Take the boombox, be like Lloyd Dobler from Say Anything. Get that boombox going.
That's how Nick won me over.
With a boombox?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that.
Dang it, I think I put those damn you instructions that aren't real.
Is it being problematic?
Yeah, one thing about these off-brand kits, sometimes it's not the best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing here. I'm trying not to break a nail or the set. There we go.
Well, that might be what they were saying in their minds, Ghoulie. Please just want me. Please dance with me. Why won't he want me? Why isn't he trying to dance with me?
That's probably what they were saying for sure.
I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And a dance, 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 and a dance, dance, dance. Ding! Cat. Kitty cat.
Yeah.
This is what it would look like if you were in Hello Kitty land.
You know what I also hate?
What?
We're getting towards the end where I'm getting tired of doing this, and then they give me all these little pieces. This is bullshit.
I said the C word. Cat? Yeah, I said cat. I sure
also
did.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Ding. The other one, car.
Maybe they thought you said to see you next Tuesday.
The car word.
No, not car.
How did it be car?
Car. That's the C word, is car. Let's check in on Pom Pom Purin. Guilty as charged.
What?
That I'm a retard and a dumb idiot.
Oh, no. Don't say you're guilty. You didn't do that.
It's okay. An absolute fool, even, he says.
You know, you could go consult with your mother and say, my mom doesn't think I'm an idiot.
I just talked to my mommy, and she said I'm the smartest boy in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about that?
So you're wrong.
So you're wrong.
Proof.
I have proof. My mom said...
She wrote it down on paper.
David put LOL in all caps. Read it. Jorfus wrote me a tongue twister. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
You did so good.
I did it, see? See, I told you. I told you my mommy was right, that I'm a smart boy. I knew it. I knew she was right.
Mm-hmm. You want to be the bossy daddy?
Yeah. I gotta tell.
Don't be too scary.
I gotta tell
So
my.
sad.
I gotta tell my youngest one to go to bed on his baby monitor.
He's gotten up.
Good night.
Oh, you made him scream.
He just screamed and threw himself in bed,
That's
Now
so
he's-
mean.
kicking around and thrashing.
I told you not to be too scary.
That wasn't too
He
scary.
thinks it's a different guy. He doesn't think it's you. He thinks it's the bossy daddy that comes out of the TV.
Well, it is the boss. He turns me into the bossy daddy.
Hey, Munchkin. What you doing?
Well,
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. This one.
Does this drive you bonkers, by the way? All those little gaps. How
All these?
How
Oh, yeah.
non-flush it is.
See, this is what happens when it's not Lego brand. They don't have the precision of the Lego blocks. So, you got to put up with that.
All right, I built this. Now I've just got to attach it to some arbitrary marker. I can't wait to try to figure that out.
What's the arbitrary marker?
You can just never tell where it's supposed to actually line up, so just gonna hope for the best here.
Does anyone have any ideas or requests
there we
for Monday night's video game stream for Bone Broth and Games Monday?
Juice is awake.
Anyone?
Oh, we know.
I know.
We
We
know.
saw. I just talked to him on his monitor.
Just don't talk to him. Just leave him alone, okay? He'll go back to sleep.
Craven wants to play Overwatch.
I thought everybody hated that, or is that just Dorfus that hates that?
Jorfus is the one who hates Overwatch. Not everyone else.
Oh.
Oh, you dropped
Lost
it.
one.
Here, you got to turn it upside down.
Apis?
There's
Okay.
Apis. Sona said her son is probably up raging on Fortnite.
Uh-oh.
We don't have any Fortnite players around here.
Yeah, we just had the kids working on some Left 4 Dead.
My boys are really into Minecraft. And I told them I'd start doing a Minecraft series at some point soon. Probably in the style, something drawn out. We'll actually turn it into a series. I feel like it's a good thing for YouTubers to do. I feel like everyone has to have their Minecraft phase at some point. I've never had one. So I'm not gonna do Minecraft on a stream, I don't think. I think those will probably be like more edited and uploaded. Especially since I've never really played it before. That way I don't have to just bumble around for 2 hours like I did in Phasmophobia, where I don't, you just watch me sit there trying to figure out what to do. I think games are best on stream when I can jump right in and get to the action, like I did on Vampire Survivors last night. That was cool. I would have played that all night long. Ghoulie says, play Kerbal Space Program, and then Craven said, WTF, no. What? I don't know. I never played that. Is it bad? It's not a good game. Ghoulie is telling me to play Power Wash Simulator.
Oh, that's one of Emerson's favorite games.
Yeah, I've got that on
PlayStation.
Got that on the PlayStation. I bought that for the boys after they watched Markiplier play it. I've never played it myself. Justin said, Kerbal Space Program is not my type of game, he doesn't think. And Ghoulie said, oh, it definitely isn't. Okay. Is it like a Reddit game? Is it a big Reddit game? There's like a genre of game that I kind of think of as Reddit games. And I usually don't like them. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
I gotta make the bow tie.
Dishwashing Simulator, the horror game. There's a horror game called Dishwashing Simulator.
Look, Cinema Roll is having his coffee because in Cinema Roll, in the Hello Kitty Island adventure, his favorite gifts are coffee treats.
Oh.
So he can stay jacked up on caffeine, so he can lurk and stalk everybody without missing a beat.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice scene right there.
Yeah, he's cute.
I wonder if Pom Pom Purin's a hipster.
He likes to take naps a lot.
He has a beret.
Yeah.
That's usually like a hipster thing too. Craven's telling me to play Visceral Cleanup Detail.
Oh no.
Never heard that. Never heard of Gorefield. I missed that one too. There are so many games coming out all the time. I mean, it's so difficult. Even trying to play a new game every day. There's just like so much stuff I miss. So I don't know. For streams, I mean, are any of these games that you guys are talking about, do you think these are good stream games? Craven said that VCD is like 10 years old. I've never heard of it. Visceral Cleanup Detail. Never heard of it. Would it be a good stream game? Ghoulie's telling me to play Planet Coaster. You like build roller coasters in it? Is it like Roller Coaster Tycoon? Tycoon Ride Adventures?
I'm almost done. This bow's giving me some trouble.
Craven said it is Power Wash Simulator with blood and guts. Visceral Cleanup Detail. So it predates Power Wash.
You're like cleaning up a crime scene, it sounds like.
Yeah, you're like the guys.
Look at that.
You like the guys that John Wick calls to clean up. Oh, you can't do that.
Okay, well, I'll just do it like this. Just take it apart. Thanks.
There you go. Cuphead? I like Cuphead. I've never beaten that one.
That's a difficult one.
It is difficult, but I've got it. I could play that. I could play Cuphead. And don't forget,
It's all done.
I had to chomp the Lego piece in half.
Yeah, that was good. You like chomping.
There we go. There's the Dream Cafe.
Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Do you want to build the other one? My fingers could use a break.
That's fine. There's the inside. There's Pom Pom Purin. There's Cinnamoroll. Thanks, David. Appreciate ya. Just did a great job with it. Looks fantastic. All right, we're gonna make Bats Maru. I just got to open the box here. I got to wait for Jess to get back so I can open the box. Now we can see we're putting together a little. Look, we got a little town happening here almost. The makings of a small little village with our 24-hour shop, our dream cafe with the menu outside. Looking good. I mean, yeah, the pieces don't fit together exactly, but I think they did a pretty good job with it. The Bldr people, the Bilderberg group. Now Klaus Schwab is watching my stream. The new Prime Minister of Canada is going to stop by and tell me to eat bugs. Don't worry. We didn't lose the stream. I just had to get my blade out so that I can open this Bats Maru. Okay. There we go. All right. We're gonna open up Bats Maru's convertible here. There we go. Yep, there we are. Okay, and I got all the stuff out of the inside. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and put that back there right there. Okay, that's good. Here's what we're building now. Another Pom Pom Purin, a Bats Maru, and his convertible, and we got the traffic lights and the fucking street lamp and stuff. Can you show off a white weapon on stream? A white weapon? That sounds like some sort of euphemism. I don't have a white weapon. Uh-oh. What's that? I could show off a weapon. Melee, basically. I don't have any melee weapons nearby. I've got some projectile-based weapons nearby. What do we start with here? Let's see. They want me to start with bag number 1. That's right here. Pam Pam Purin's bag. Ouch, my teeth. Ah. Stay right there. Don't go away. I'm just opening this bag. Oh. What do you guys suppose you're going to get up to tomorrow? Anything fun? Anybody have any big Sunday plans? You wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's your fun day. Your you don't have to run day. Good thing it's not Manic Monday. I never understood how Sunday was her fun day. Just work. People have work, homework, Jorfus is going to eat asado. And let's see. Or Argentinian BBQ. How is that different from normal BBQ? Argentinian. And David said, I'm 100% not designing a Hello Kitty themed project for Jeps. Does that mean you actually are? You're actually going to? I think she'll like that. Sona's got work tomorrow. Remember what happened with the girl who didn't like Mondays? No, what happened? Justin is going to conquer the world tomorrow. That's a lot to get done in one day. But I wish you the best. You know, dream big, man. Go for it. Why not? You could be like the next Alexander the Grape. They'll name a candy after you, just like they did him. I wonder how Alexander the Great would feel that his legacy now is that he's grape candy. Alexander the Grape, you're like the bastard cousin of Lemonheads.
Sorry about that.
You nearly conquer the world, and then like hundreds of years later, people turn you into a hard candy.
Do I have this one?
Yeah.
You have another pom-pom, Kieran?
Yeah, right there. I don't think he's any different though.
How much of yours do you have left?
A little bit.
Well, I probably don't want all of this, so you can share it with me. I brought you a candy.
Oh, you did? Thanks.
Yeah, I'll hold that for you so you can build. But first, you want to try the Lifesavers bunnies and eggs gummies?
Sure.
Okay.
Jorfus, I was asking what they have different. What makes Argentinian BBQ Argentinian? And he said they have blood sausage and more meat variety like entrañas or chorizo.
Oh, I like chorizo.
I don't know what entrañas are. Here's one of these.
And look at what else I found.
We have chorizo here, but I never heard of entrañas.
Lazarus knew what these were, and he got excited.
What?
They're sugar-free.
Joyride
and
Uncommon Candy.
They're dye-free. They're supposed to be better for you.
I'm uncultured.
And he said, that's a YouTuber. See, whoever this Ryan Trahan is.
Oh.
This is good because it's chewy and it's also really crunchy.
Is that like 8-Bit Ryan?
I don't know. Lazarus knew who it was. I think these are like, you know, like the nerds, the crunchy nerds. It kind of reminds me of.
Yeah. These are very sticky.
It's like a jelly bean.
Yeah. It's like a candy-coated jelly bean. Okay.
I went up there. And he was really mad. I said, what's wrong? He said, oh, the bossy daddy went like this, Hey, get in bed. And he like did an impression of you.
Ghoulie said he'll unsubscribe if I keep eating with the phone in my mouth.
These are strange because they look like they'll be different flavors.
Well, I'm only doing that for Carrot. It's his favorite. I feel as a longtime subscriber, I need to make sure that I give him what he wants, like this. Like an honest review with ASMR. Like this. Well, it tastes like a peep.
It is. Isn't that weird?
I was expecting it to be sour. And it just tastes like a peep.
Isn't that strange though?
Yeah. Well, it's the gift that keeps on giving. That you didn't even have to ask for, Craven. Because I care so much. Jorfa said it's like eating rubber and mud. Okay, gotta take this.
Here, do you want me to hold the camera so you can... I know you won't be able to chew as loudly. If
I don't think it'll reach.
Oh, I can switch you spots. Would you like to do that?
I guess so.
My fingers hurt.
Let's switch positions.
Ugh.
Here you go.
No.
Here.
Mine is almost dead. My phone.
Oh.
Here, I need to move my snacks.
Oh no.
Been a real piece of shit with my food today.
Have you?
Yeah, look at us. We're eating gummies.
Well, you know.
Oh, sorry.
Not mine.
Yeah. Somebody would probably say I have an eating disorder.
Yeah, that's all right. Who doesn't?
You all have eating disorders?
Yeah. Okay, I gotta. Whoop. It's hopping around everywhere. Okay. Let's see if I can do this.
Craven said to eat his boogers.
I already did.
Oh.
That's what I've been snacking on this whole time.
Yuck.
Nothing wrong with it. It's only natural.
What, eating your boogers?
Yeah, and other people's boogers. And
I was just thinking about this the other day. What makes some people eat their boogers and other people not eat their boogers?
I don't know. The whole idea of eating boogers has always been really disgusting to me. Real
I agree.
talk.
I agree. I can't. I also hate seeing other people do it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe it's a flavor.
Ew, not a flavor.
Could be a texture thing. Some people like the texture. The like crunchy exterior and like a squishy.
Like this?
Yeah, it could be like that if you get a crusty dragon.
Ooh.
I think that's what they call them.
I don't like that.
The old crusty dragon.
Why is it called that?
I don't know. I didn't come up with it.
Why is it a dragon?
Not sure. I didn't do it. Not my call.
I wonder what they're hooting and hollering out about.
Do we have any booger eaters in the chat? I bet Craven eats his boogers. Anybody else? You guys ever dabble in your boogers?
I'm very proud to say that none of our children eat their boogers.
That we know of.
No, we would have seen them. They're all about, they don't care about picking their nose or people can see.
Well.
If they were eating their boogers, they do that too. Because guess what? I've spotted all the children that I know are booger eaters. I've seen them do it.
Yeah.
So we would have seen by now.
I guess maybe. I hope you're right. I hope we don't have booger eaters in the house.
I saw a particular child who shall not be named, who had a runny, snotty nose, do this with their hand and then like rub it across their nose, their whole hand, and then rub it back, but licking it like an ice cream cone.
Oh boy.
It's one of the most horrific things I've ever witnessed.
That's not good.
No, it was very bad.
You don't want to do that. Don't drag your arm across your nose when it's snotty.
And then lick it.
Yeah.
Jorfus and Ghoulie never ate their own boogers, they said. Good job, guys.
Good. Try to keep it that way.
Yeah.
If you can keep that streak alive, keep it alive, indeed. Keep going.
Sona says Elon's son eats his boogers. I don't know which one. He has like 50 kids. Right? Doesn't he have a bunch?
Yeah, he's got a lot. Which I guess, if you're in the spotlight, people are going to find out. People are going to see you eating boogers if you're doing it, if you're famous.
David Simonson said he went to a booger tapas bar.
Booger tapas?
Yeah, that's like appetizer treats.
Oh.
It's like all kinds of different boogers. I'm not even like filming you making your stuff.
What are you filming?
I don't know. Just your hands.
Come on, dynamic views. Come on. You got to get it going. That's what people came here for. Okay. I got this. Go like that. My mom said I'm the greatest Lego builder that she's ever seen.
Aw.
What?
She's so proud.
Yeah. Her little Lego boy.
She tells everybody about your famous YouTube channel where people come from all across the lands,
Yep.
different countries, just to tune in to watch you build your Legos.
Yep. She's so proud. All right, we're about done.
What'd you do?
Hold on. What? What just happened there?
I don't know. What did you do?
Oh gosh, darn it!
I
got
told
ahead-
you.
No, I got ahead of myself. I was supposed to put these on first. Sorry, guys. So sorry. So sorry.
Sona says that was the little child. He did it during a news conference.
Oh.
Craven asked, who do you think will run in 2028? Your expert political opinion.
Who do I think will run?
And then David said, Nana told me I'm the best Lego builder.
I think in 2028 it will be probably Mari Povich.
He said he wants your expert political opinion.
What? You don't think Mari will run?
No, and you don't either.
Why don't you think Mari Povich will run?
Because.
You don't think he could run?
No.
What about Steve Wilkos?
Yeah. He could do it. They could work together.
Mari Povich and Steve Wilkos will run against Ricky Lake and Diane Sawyer.
Diane Sawyer?
Yeah.
Why not Judge Judy?
She'll be too old by then.
But Diane Sawyer won't be?
No.
David said, where'd it go? I don't like your chat. Oh.
Hey, be nice.
Says, no, your window.
She said, I don't like your chat.
No.
Guys.
He said, you are not the founding father.
Clever.
Said, what is Ricky Lake's platform like?
What's your platform like? Probably lots of drama.
Yeah.
Probably lots of, I don't know. What was her shtick?
I mean, it was like, it was like Maury Povich, but calmer.
Yeah, not as exciting. It wasn't like Springer.
No.
Mega
Man versus Solid Snake.
Huh?
Mega Man versus Solid Snake. Snake 2028. Morgan Freeman, Will Smith. Craven said nobody's thought of Lake or Sawyer in 20 years.
That might be true, but, I'll vote for Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, you would.
Liev Schreiber and Hugh Jackman.
That's it?
Because they were Wolverine and
And his buddy.
Sabretooth.
Aw. I vote for Batsmaru and Pom Pom Purin.
Hey, that's a good team. I'll vote for
Sona's voting for Pedro.
Hey, there we go. Calling back to Napoleon. I'll vote for Alphaville.
Craven says you want Tim Waltz 2028.
Craven said that?
From a reliable source.
You figured me out.
Where is he? You didn't let us zoom in on
Batsmaru?
Yeah. Markiplier, says Ghoulie. I would zoom closer, but I can't because I'm attached to a cord.
Markiplier's from like right down the road here. Did you guys know that? Anyone know that in the chat?
I thought he was from Cleveland.
No, he's from Cincy.
Oh, I thought he was Cleveland.
When he comes to visit family, he's like right here. We could run into him at Kroger.
Does he go to the Harper's Point one? That's where the
No.
swingers go, supposedly.
The swingers?
That's what they say.
I don't think Markiplier's a swinger.
Well, I know,
as far
but
as
neither am
know.
I, and I shop at that Kroger.
Well,
It has nicer stuff. But I do like to go to the jankier one most of the time.
yeah.
Just because I do have a pineapple tattoo, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea.
Yes, they do say that, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Craven says, warrior for president. Do you know which Kroger he does go to? Oh, you made it sound like you knew which one.
I mean, I'm saying he's like, I think a little further down 71 was his neighborhood. But he still has family here that'll come back to visit sometimes.
Tell him to come and hang out.
Maybe he will.
Tell him to get tattooed.
If I get big enough, maybe we'll do a Markiplier stream sometime.
Is it an upside down pineapple? It is when
Depends
I'm
on which
looking
way you
at
look
it,
at it.
yeah. But when my arm is normal, no, it's right side up. I don't have any upside down tattoos.
Some people want that.
Yes, I know. It is a constant battle. And sometimes even when you tell people that that's a silly thing to do, they still are like, I want it. It's for me.
Yeah.
And then you still have to do it anyway.
It's for me to look at. I want it to be right set up for me.
Do you want all of your tattoos upside down?
Maybe I'll get a tattoo of Batsmaru.
Aw.
Should I?
Yeah. No, not under your skin. It's usually when people get tattoos on the wrist area or the forearm area. Like, they get it that it's like facing them, like so that they can see it right side up. So like Nick's here, show him your pineapple. Like if he were to, that's right side up, but some people would say, I want this facing the other way, even though it's in that spot because it's for them.
I want to look at it and see it right side up when I'm sitting here.
But then when everybody else sees it, it's upside down. What's a joke? I probably know it's a joke, maybe.
Who's joking?
I don't know. Craven said it's a joke. I don't know what I missed.
No, I don't know.
I missed it.
You're not keeping up.
It was hard on your, I don't know how you do it on here. I always read it on my phone because I get everything doesn't disappear after 2 seconds.
You just got to keep up.
I've heard that the upside down pineapple is the swinger's mark. They say that it's if you put the pineapple upside down in your cart. That's what alerts people.
In your cart?
Yeah, like at the grocery store. That's how they know.
That seems like it'd be really easy for a pineapple to just fall over.
Well, I know, but that's the sign. Oh, Jorfus said that. Okay. Sorry. I think everything is literal, and I thought Jorfus was curious, so that's why I explained it. I don't know what they do over there, where he's from.
What, in Argentina?
Yeah, with their tattoos.
What the Argentinian swingers do?
No, we're talking about two different topics at the same time.
I was going to say, how do swingers notify each other in Argentina? Do they have that worked out?
Sona says that was a constant battle between her and her tattoo artist, but her sleeves are done now. Well, there are sometimes rules that you can break, and sometimes the upside down rule does work to a certain point for certain things. I always tell people that there's ways to make that more acceptable. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants their tattoo upside down, I can't tell them no. It's on them. I can just give them guidance. And I'm not the one that has to like it. So.
Well, you got to put your name to it, though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people might be like, where'd you get your tattoo done? And they tell them, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to that idiot. They put it on the wrong way.
No, it's not like embarrassing. But some people are very insistent, and Sona just said she argued with her artist, so maybe hers is upside down, and that's how she wanted it.
Maybe her artist wanted her to put it upside down instead, and she was arguing to have it put right side up.
That would seem like not the norm, but I could believe it.
It's possible.
It's kind of one of those running jokes, and only because like a lot of times when people want that, a lot of times it's a cross, like a Christian cross, and they want it right side up for them, but then it's like upside down for Satan.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
So that is a concern.
Well, that's possible. I can see the concern there. I certainly understand that. Okay. Has anyone...
Mr. Dorfus says, I have no idea what a swinger is.
Oh, okay. Well...
And then Craven says, people who have sex with a lot of people. And then Dorfus said, oh. And Sona says at this point, she's about 50 tattoos in with her artist, so she does what he says. Well, that's good. That's cool, you got so many tattoos. I didn't realize. Good for you. Ew, and then Craven said, AKA your mom. And Dorfus says, gross. Swingers are typically people who are in relationships, but they switch groups. They'll switch partners sometimes.
It's like a swap meet.
Yeah.
It's like a collective.
It's like if you invited your friends who are a couple over to play like the Wii Sports.
Or Parcheesi.
And you guys are playing, the couples are each playing on a team, and then like the husband and wife like swap to the other side. And then they're like, let's just try this and see who wins. But it's like that, but with your wieners.
Yeah.
Instead of Joy-Cons.
Nice explanation.
And then Craven says it's like fantasy football, but for sex. And then Dorfus is saying why a lot. Why? Because, normal life is just not good enough for some people. They just got to live on the edge.
Some people think it spices things up.
You know what else spices things up?
What?
A little bit of hot honey.
You know what else spices things up? Smutty novels.
No! Not that.
About the Pancake House.
No. You think the Pancake House has swingers?
Oh, yeah.
You think? We'll have
Probably.
to read and find out. I bet what you should do a live stream where you do a reading of my books that you bought me.
I think my channel would get taken down. I don't think you're allowed to.
Maybe not. You could just change the words.
Well, they have sex channels, like where people review sex toys and things, and somehow they don't get taken down.
Oh.
People review stuff like that, so maybe you could do a sexy reading. Maybe I could do a sexy reading of the Pancake House.
Yeah.
I just put them there. I'm gonna do this.
Dorfus is very confused.
About you reading smut.
Sona says, open E&M people, poly people, the green-haired variety usually, but swingers are normally white collar. Yeah, swingers are usually like they're people that don't commit to like, it's just an open relationship, but usually it's like really coordinated. It's not you're just like going and sleeping with whoever you want. You join these groups and you like, it's like you're hiring for a job position and you find like another couple and you just share your partners with these.
Like on Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
Hank Azaria did that.
Oh yeah, he did.
With Audrey Horne from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird to watch.
We haven't watched any Ray Donovan in a while.
No. Jorfus says that isn't love. Well, I would definitely say that's a different kind.
Jess is being very diplomatic. It's a
Well-
different kind of love. It's,
Well, you don't know who's lurking and who might be a swinger. We don't want to make those people feel diminished. It wouldn't be our cup of tea. I did have a client one time who I had to fire because he was being too inappropriate for too many times and too rude, but he tried to convince me that I would become a swinger. It was like you reach a milestone in your life, and that's just like the inevitable fact that happens. Because he was telling me about all the swinging he does and the clubs. You know, you go to this like underground secret club and you knock 3 times and you give the password, and that's where all the swingers hang out. And I'm like, dude, don't tell me where this is. I'm not going to show up there. And he's like, oh, you will. And I'm like, no, I'm not going. I don't want to know about your swinging stuff. I'm not interested. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, because I just live a very, I know I do tattoos, but I live a very normal life, and I'm happy with my life. And he's like, well, you know, just wait down the line. You know, you're going to have kids and have all these kids running around. And then, you know, you're going to need something to save your marriage. And I was like, oh, can we just like, you know, just try being nice to one another? Maybe a little bit of marriage counseling if it gets to be like that. He was like, oh, you'll just wait and see. You'll see. You'll end up there at some point. And you know what? 20 years later, I don't feel the need to, I don't know, I'm not there. Still not there. We're waiting for it. Maybe after I read the Pancake House book.
That could be it.
It's going to change everything. Maybe that's the turning point. I start reading the wholesome porn.
That's going to be it. The wholesome porn.
It does look wholesome. Ghoulie wondered what Pancake House was. He must have missed the part earlier. It's wholesome. It's a wholesome looking book that when you open it up, it contains dirty actions of love. Maybe love. Maybe not love. Maybe just the stuff we're talking about right now. Craven says it's debauchery. If you're a swinger, speak up now so we can wrench you. The hell, is he crazy? Who does he think he is to say that? Well, he did it much worse than that. We're just keeping it PG. Well, we've already gotten past. What are we? We're past PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13. I would say. What do I do here? Man, I was so close to having this put together the right way.
Justin, I can't even read that. Justin said dirty actions of love is a worse euphemism than just using dirty language. I'm sorry.
Sounds like a book title.
Sona says Pancake House is going to turn y'all out.
Mm-hmm. It just might.
Jorfus said Nick build Batsamaru now.
I did.
He's
It's
there.
right there.
He's building his car.
Yep, we're almost done with the car. Almost. Just got a few more.
That's like the end of it. You're almost done.
Yep. Down to the last few pieces, guys. And that's going to do it for this Lego stream. We need to figure out what we're playing Monday night, by the way. What's it going to be? We had Cuphead and what else? Overwatch. Anything new? Is there anything new in the mix?
No!
What?
Oh, man.
What's wrong?
It was a smiley.
Huh?
It was like a little guy I just made, and then you
Sorry.
destroyed
Well, I'm
it.
trying to build shit. How was I to know?
I don't know. You want some?
Yeah, in a second. Here. Hold on.
Hey.
Hold on now. I gotta put these side mirrors on here. There we go. What?
Craven's being mean.
What's new after all? Craven's always mean. When is Craven not mean?
Yeah. The divorce is only friends loading. That's what Sona said. Craven said I had a Mandela effect that Super Divorce was a good streamer.
Hey! You son of a bitch.
Jorfa says play Minecraft or the one of Viscera cleanup detail. It's very good and satisfying.
Okay, maybe I'll do... people keep talking about that. Viscera cleanup. Is that what I should play on Monday? Should I clean up Viscera?
Ghoulie says, gotta love Super Divorce, Super OnlyFans, which is funny because Mr. Jorfus yelled at me for my fake OnlyFans I don't even have.
I know.
Now the people want it. They want the OnlyFans.
Well, be careful what you wish for.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
What'd you do?
Well,
don't eat it.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to see what these are even supposed to be. What is that? Are they like little cakes?
Cakes?
Yeah, they just like go right here. What? Look, it shows it right here. What is that?
Yeah, they're cakes.
Well, they don't
so you can
fit.
have a snack.
They don't fit is the thing. It looks like they're... let's... Okay, there we go. There's Botsmaru. There's the last... That's the last thing. Okay, guys. That's going to do it for now. If anyone can still hear me, please return to the channel on Monday night at 10 p.m. for VCD. Viscera cleanup detail, I'm told. If anyone can hear me, if you're getting this message. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening and a wonderful Sunday. Your fundy. And we'll catch you guys soon, okay? Happy Saturday night.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Everybody go swing this weekend. Try it out. See what it's like. Report back.
We'll report back too.
Tell us if you had to use the upside down pineapple trick.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Dirty actions of love.